All right, number 7, we're differentiating a product expression. So notice that x to the 6th power is getting multiplied by log base 5 of that expression. So it's red times green. Okay, it's a product. So let us use the product rule here, okay? Which is first times the derivative of the second plus second times the derivative of the first. So what's f? F is that red x to the 6th power. F prime is 6x to the 5th power, right? Now, G, this is what was covered in section 2.6. Okay, so if you didn't watch those section 2.6 videos, do go back and do it because what I'm about to do will not make any sense if you missed that lesson, okay? G is simply log base 5 of 2x minus x to the 3rd power. I'm going to find G prime using what we learned in section 2.6. Okay, what does it start with? I write 1 over natural log of that log base 5. We multiply this by 1 over the log argument of 2x minus x to the 3rd power. And lastly, we still need to multiply this by the derivative of that log argument. So if you find the derivative of 2x minus x to the 3rd power, that will give us 2 minus 3x squared. And then I multiply this, okay? There's really nothing I can do about this, but I'll try to put that dark green expression on top of the fraction, okay? I'll put this 2 minus 3x squared on the numerator. And in the denominator, we're just multiplying ln 5 and this. But what can I do? I can just write them on like next to each other, but I noticed that this has a common factor of x. I'll factor that out. You see, this is 2x, and this is minus x cubed, right? So I'll factor out x from it and put it in front and say x times natural log of 5 times 2 minus x squared. I was trying to see if I can cancel something out, but I don't think it did. But now listen, if this part that I just did, like this G prime work, if that was confusing, I do have some extra videos that we went over for section 2.6. You do need to go back and review those, okay? But we found G prime, so we're ready to set these things together. Put these things together for our product rule. So here's our f prime of x. You start with, let me see, f first. What's f? X to the 6th. So you write down x to the 6th power is getting multiplied by g prime. What is g prime? Oh, that whole fraction. All right, I'll write that down. So it's going to be a fraction. Let me bring this down a little bit. Where we have 2 minus 3x squared on the numerator. And I'll put x times natural log of 5 times 2 minus x squared in the denominator. So I'm done with the first piece of the addition. Now I do plus sign. And they want g now. G is the whole log expression. I will need to move my work down. Okay, look, I'll move this down a little bit. All right, so g is log base 5, 2x minus x cubed. And I'm multiplying this by f prime. All right, let's go highlight f prime this time. F prime is this, okay? 6x to the 5th power. For these problems, you will have this like ugly kind of answer. And I'll show you. I'm going to do this on Mathway and show you what Mathway calculator will give you. And I don't think anybody will use that on their exam. But if I see that kind of answer, I will be like, how'd you get that? Now, let me simplify this, okay? Look at this for me. X to the 6th power is getting multiplied by 1 over or something over x to the 1st power, right? So how many x will be left on top of the fraction? When you do 6 minus 1, you'll get 5, right? So look. What I will have when I multiply those two is x to the 5th power. And what I did was I just did 6 minus 1 to get this 5 up here, okay? Now I'm gonna copy down the rest of it the same. 2 minus 3x squared. But no more x in the bottom, right? Because we simplify these two. I'll have natural log of 5, 2 minus x squared. And there's nothing really I can do about this, but at least I'll try to put this in front. I'll put this one in the front. You don't have to. And then I'll put this one after it. So I would stop here. Okay, this is the answer that humans will get, like we will get. But if you type this into a calculator, it's going to give you a slightly different answer. But I don't think you will have to do all that. But let me open up Mathway, because you know sometimes I see these kind of answers on homework. Mathway. And then like I do this for me. X to the 6th power. Do log base 5. 2x minus x to the 3rd power. And it's going to find me a derivative that's going to look like this. Okay? I hope I don't see this on somebody's paper on the exam. It's similar, right? 6x to the 5th. I mean, it's almost the same thing. But the denominator right here, like they did some unnecessary work that we wouldn't really have to. I mean, you don't have to change the denominator, right? So I hope I can see something like this on your exam. And if I see like this natural log of 5 and, you know, all this business in the denominator, I will ask you to work it out for me and how you got that, okay? But you stop here for this question, okay?